can only eat like a slice of that at a time.
Yeah, even me, I struggle with that second slice.
Hello and welcome to See You Live. I'm Susan Post, Associate Editor of Columbus Underground, and I have with me Jim Ellison, who is a food writer and blogger here in Columbus. The man that probably knows more about pizza in the city than anyone else. He just wrapped up writing a book about the history of pizza in Columbus. And if you want to hear more about that, we've got another video on that. But we are going to talk about some of the best pizza in Columbus that's kind of in the more unusual, off the beaten path realm. If you're looking for more traditional pie, we got another video on that as well. Taste test some pizzas. It's really hard work doing this, but let's talk about some of these kind of different spots to find pizza. So in your opinion, what are some of the best places to score a pie that maybe has some unusual toppings or sort of just outside the realm of traditional pepperoni?
Absolutely, yeah. In Columbus, we're not just Columbus-style pizza. There's a lot of great pizzas out there, lots of diversity. One place would be Yellow Brick Pizza. Great place to get very different styles, different ingredients. In theory, they're kind of inspired by Rhode Island style pizza, though that's not exactly what they're presenting there.
What kind of style is Rhode Island
Historically,
style?
Rhode Island is a little bit thicker crust, almost Sicilian, slightly spicy sauce, which Yellow Brick does have, and kind of more rectangles. It's got some other elements to it as well. That's definitely not Yellow Brick, but it's kind of a fusion of some of the best of that with kind of the best of just really good pizza. So, would also throw out that Chicago style pizza is really hard to find in Columbus. At Yellow Brick, they have Tristano's Chicago style, which has a great backstory to it. One of my favorite pizza places of all time is no longer with us. It's Tristano's down in Grove City. And great pizza. Owner grew up in Chicago, worked in a pizza place since like 13 years old, and his Chicago style pizza was incredible. Nice. So when he announced that he was going to close, the folks at Yellow Brick connected with him and said, "Hey, can we apprentice with you and learn how to make this pizza?" And they did. They do a great job. I'd say it's about 94% the same as what Tristano's used to do. The sauce is a little bit different, but it's really good. And it's worth seeking out for sure.
Yeah. Well, and for Chicago style, I love Meister's.
Yeah, Meister's does a good job.
You can only eat like a slice of that at a time.
Yeah, even me, I struggle with that second slice with Meister's, and I love to rip off that giant crust ring and dip it in the huge layer of sauce in the next piece.
I'll try that. I do like a piece and a half, and then I take a nap.
They're thin. Pizza's pretty good too.
I haven't tried that yet. Any other kind of spots to find some
Yeah, definitely a lot of people have heard of Polly G's. They're known for New York style pizza because they're basically a spin-off of Polly G's in the Bronx. But a lot of people don't know is they're doing Detroit style pizza now.
I've seen that.
And it is amazingly good. It's pretty pricey for 6 slices, but it's the quality of the ingredients and he does it true to style. Yeah. Really good stuff.
For those that don't know what Detroit style is, describe that a
little
little bit.
Okay, if you've had Jets pizza, pretty similar to that. It's thicker. It's got almost a charred crust at the end of it.
So
rectangles. And the backstory for Detroit style is when it was originated, it was done in these little thick pans or trays that you'd find in like auto repair shops.
Nice.
So that pan and the way they cooked it caused that crispness. It just kind of took off from there.
And I love that crispy, cheesy bit around the corner. My husband and I kind of fight over the corner. Whenever we get Jets, we fight over those corner pieces because, we need the crisp.
Rightly so.
So what about some more kind of like neighborhood hidden gem spots that people should be checking out?
Lots. I would also throw out too, did extensive research in gluten-free pizza for about a year because we had my son on a special diet. Best gluten-free I found in Columbus was at Iacano's. On Kenny Road. Something about, I think, the cheese that they use and probably the cook time just was great. My number 2 for gluten-free is Kroger. Their frozen gluten-free pizza was like a mainstay for us, and it's really good for the price, so I'll throw that out.
Fun fact.
So neighborhood spots, kind of hidden gems. Gatto's Pizza in Clintonville is definitely one of those. It is the oldest continuously owned pizzeria in Columbus. So same location, same family, same everything. That's really rare.
And how long has it been there?
1952.
All right.
Back when Clintonville was a suburb. That was the far nether regions of Columbus. I think anybody in Bexley would be irate if I didn't mention Rubino's. That's 1954. Has not changed a bit since 1954, other than the slight prices may have slightly gone up. It's uber thin. Very similar to what early pizza was like in Columbus, like their techniques and styles and everything, even serving it in a little paper tent, right? Because pizza boxes aren't good for pizza. The paper transmits the heat better.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. Like the last time I had a pizza.
Yeah, Harvest does it too, I think. Yeah. They also have pickles as a topping. It's kind of unusual. I don't know what the origin of that is. If I could interview them, I might find out. But it's a great place. It's kind of a love-hate thing. You either love Rubino's or it's just not your thing.
Yeah.
Fortunately for everybody, is their next door neighbor is Bexley Pizza Plus. It does some phenomenal pizzas. There's won awards, including like the Grand Championship of Pizza in Italy.
Yeah.
They have traditional pizzas. They've got specialty pizzas. So it's not uncommon that you see a car pull into one of those driveways for either Pizza Plus or Rubino's. You see one person walk to Rubino's for the pickup. You see the other one walk to Pizza Plus. So you don't have a family house divided by pizza. Everybody gets what they want.
It's good. There's lots of options.
Right.
You know, always options. So in doing some research for this video, I stumbled upon this really unique style of pizza that I wasn't very familiar with, called Ohio Valley style pizza. So tell us a little bit about what that means.
Right. Ohio Valley, also known as Steubenville style pizza, started in 1946. DeCarlo's Pizza, which we actually have a DeCarlo's in Columbus. Pretty good, pretty true to style. So Ohio Valley is a little bit different to some people, a lot of it different to the point of fear. Than Columbus style pizza.
I'd probably fall in that camp.
It is a thicker style pizza. It's cut into big rectangles. It's like sheet pizza. And the mindset of this style when it was created is you'd throw this big sheet of dough and sauce with just a small sprinkling of cheese into the oven. When it was done, you'd pull it out of the oven, and then you throw the cheese on, right? And the theory was, by the time this gets home in a pizza box or whatever, the cheese will have melted and it'll be perfect for you. Now, it doesn't quite happen. You can see the individual outlines of those shreds typically on it. That's a shocker for people, and it usually doesn't melt by the time you get home. Plus, who waits that long?
One of the things I love about pizza is like the gobs of melty, awesome cheese. So like you take that away, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right.
It's not for everybody, but DeCarlo's does a good job. It's true to style, and if you miss Ohio Valley pizza from having grown up in that area, or if you want to try something different, it's worth it.
So is it normally just like cheese and pepperoni, or do they throw all the toppings on afterwards?
You can't throw all the actually, I should take that back. I don't know. I've never had just non-cheese for that. And I have been to the original places in Steubenville before. So I don't know. It'd be a good research project, maybe a next video.
Sounds like a tough research project, you know? Awesome. So thanks for taking some time to talk about some of these kind of off the beaten path pizza spots with us. If you're looking for more traditional pies, definitely check out our video where we try some hound dogs and some Adriaticos and have a few other recommendations of spots to check out. So Jim, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure.